Alright, and here we are with 93% of this 2012 Vantage GTE Championship completed. So that means we just have one final tier to complete 3 events for 20 extra gold. And if you want to skip, apparently it'll cost 155 gold. It's rather expensive for just skipping one tier. Anyway, the PR required, as you can see, is 83.9 for that last Suzuka Cup race at Grand Prix circuit. So that should be fun. Expecting maybe 3 laps or something around there. Let's start out with speed record at Nürburgring sprint circuit first. So here we go. Target is 283 and change, 283.5 to be exact. And it's a sprint circuit, so the kind of the medium length circuit we got here. All right. With the fully upgraded car, I wonder if I'm going to be able to set that record in this main pit straight. I guess I would have gone off track if I were to do that. That's no big deal. We don't have to. We got longer straight on that back side of the track, if you will. So we'll set our record there. So we'll take it easy heading in that direction. And here we go. This would be this section that you would set your top speed. There you go, nice and easy. And of course, if they knock out this barrier on the left here, you know what that leads us to? Right? Wouldn't that be nice? That would be kind of fun. I don't know how many people would actually race at the green hell, but that would be the entry in, and this would be the exit out of that. Right? So be kind of cool, but as the game stands, nope. We don't get that section of the famous Nürburgring. But for now, easy first place on this speed record. See. All right. Moving on. Should be a pretty quick, easy wrap up here. And there's one of the last 3 gold trophies. And next we've got Speed Snap at Hockenheim, so Germany, huh? It's gonna be at the Grand Prix circuit, and 227.9. All right, so this is about the hairpin, I think. So yeah, we start right at the section that leads into the hairpin, and then obviously set your record by how well you handle this hairpin. That was very slow, but I mean, look at it. I am already way over the target. So easy goal. I still have a couple of more series that I'm gonna need this car to wrap up in my career section. Racing Spirit and Masters of Speed, so need to try to spare as much service bars as I can. At least those other parts of my career that I'm trying to wrap up before the next update. We've got multiple cars to use. So, alright, and then here's the one final cup race. Let's see, we're down to 97% complete. So one final race for 20 extra gold and 40,000 racing dollars. Or you can skip the race for 115 gold, which is, as I always say, rather silly. It's going to be a 3-lapper as I was anticipating. So 3 laps at Grand Prix circuit. Not too bad. And if you're a fairly new player and you haven't made too far of a progress in your career, Suzuka is going to be one of the circuits that you can rack up some fame points and level up quickly. There are some, at the stage of the game you're in, if you're a fairly low level player, then the chances are you probably don't have any longer tracks available to you, like multiple lap or Le Mans race. So then your best option is going to be one of these Grand Prix circuits. So for example, in Expert Series, the first main career series is called Accolades Open, I think. Whoa, not Suzuka East. Yes, trying to talk and race at the same time. Talking about something not really related to what I'm currently doing here. Oh boy. Anyway, what was I saying? Accolades Open. That's a really fun series. I actually occasionally go back there still to this day because that's a lot of fun. Very good cars in that series. You got some really fancy Beamer. Of course, it's got 918, Porsche 918, the concept. So that's also really good car. I love all the 918s. And then let's see, what else is there? Of course, the Audi, the R8 V10. That's also another very good car. So yeah, in all-in-one series going head-to-head. So what more could you possibly want, right? So the last race, or one of the final races in that series, is a 5-lapper, I believe, at Suzuka. Which, if you're a low-level player, even if you're not low-level player, that does yield reasonably high fame points. So that's something to kind of dig and also learn your track that way, right? Otherwise, if you haven't gotten that far, then let's see, Mount Panorama I think might be another. That's a pretty decent length track, and I believe in like amateur section, the longest race you find there is gonna be at Mount Panorama. You might have 3-lapper possibly. I don't think they have anything longer at that, in that early stage, just because the cars take a while to complete a lap. So they don't want you to be, racing a single game for longer than you have to, right? So that's those are some areas that you can kind of dig, and maybe I'll make a separate video about some of those races. So yeah, but if you have any time when you have a Le Mans unlocked for you, that's always gonna be your highest fame point race, simply because it is so long. Currently the longest circuit in the game, and especially if you're using the Le Mans prototypes, LMP1s, then it's almost as though they made a mistake in the Le Mans 10 lapper in terms of its fame bonus or fame points that it rewards us, because nowadays they have tried to actually nerf that 10 lapper back in the day, and they were the community fired back pretty aggressively and immediately. So the blowback was so harsh that they ended up, like, you know, bring the fame point back to where it currently is. So they do listen when we complain, which is good to know. You know, when the community speaks as a one voice, right? That's, whoa, slow moving vehicle. Beginning to lap some of these slower bots. Anyway, there we go. Not exactly the fastest lap time, but you know, as I was saying, you know, talking and racing at the same time. At least that's my excuse. Anyway, for now, 3,900 fame points. Alright, that's not bad. Obviously, if your driver level is lower, then it would make a bigger change in your level bar. But when you're pushing 300 plus levels, things take a while to move. So your only option really is the, you know, one of those Le Mans races or team events when you have to grind same set of run for literally hours all night long. Yeah, good times. Anyway, a little shy of 5-minute mark there. Obviously not exactly anything to write home about. Best lap of minute 33. This car certainly can do a lot better than that, but that's a-okay. And we're still in green, so that's good, as I'll be needing this guy in making further progress in my career to wrap up those expiring series. But here we are with the final gold trophy in hand, 100% complete for 20 gold and 40,000 racing dollars, if you're counting those two. Congratulations, you have just completed 2012 Vantage GTE Championship PvP Engineering. Alright, so there we go. So hopefully you guys still have a couple of days left on this limited time series to, you know, run through and win this car if you don't have the car yet. So there we go, quick 15 tier series. So, and of course it's Friday here in the US, so in a few hours, just in a few hours, the next Jaguar, the XCSV, the championship is starting. So stay tuned for my rundown of that series. So we'll see you in the next video, but for now, this would do it for this current series. Alright, take care.